Just heard from the people who spoke today. I just want to tell you a little bit about my story before we wrap up. I ended up, born in Oakland, raised in Richmond's Iron Triangle, also in Vallejo. I ended up going to Cal State Hayward after I went to high school. After coming out of college, I got hired by Toyota, ended up going to Japan. And in Japan, I got trained with some special tools and knowledge, and then ended up touring all across America and Canada, doing a lot of good things. But what I want to explain to you about all that is what's unique about my story is I was just like some of you. I was born in some rough situations. My mom got messed up on drugs. The next thing I know, I was going from elementary school to elementary school. I was that kid in class that, might try to crack jokes, was totally unfocused, couldn't keep my mind focused on one thing. It's because at home there was so much going on that it was hard to keep my mind focused. As soon as you got to a school environment, you said, at home it was so serious. There's so much stuff going on, so much drama, and a lot of just activity that was negative. It made you just want to, when you got to school, you just wanted to have fun. You didn't want nobody telling you about no school stuff. That you didn't have time to really focus your mind. And I want you to understand that a lot of times it makes sense how you feel when you get to school because of some things that you all are dealing with. But the reality is, as I begin to go through the school system, I start finding out that I thought I just was not as smart as other people. I thought I maybe couldn't do certain things. But as I begin to go along, I never forget meeting this person in college who, they got straight A's. And I asked them, how are you getting these straight A's? I looked at their head. I thought maybe their head was bigger or something. Their brain size was bigger. And I said that they had a big old head or, with a hook on it that went way out or something. But it wasn't. It was, I started talking to her. She said, you know what? I do my homework after class. I pay attention. I take good notes. Whatever I make sure at home I set aside time to do what I need to do. And when I found out that this was not about you having to be super smart or having some secret, that it was just about how hard I worked, then I start seeing as hard as you work in the street, as hard as you work with your friends, if you use that for something different, you can begin to succeed. That's something I want to leave in you all's mind. You have to start thinking differently about your success, and it starts now. You have to begin to think about, if I get serious about where I want to go, I can actually start doing things right now that can help me succeed. Next thing I know, I'm sitting in Japan or building businesses or writing a book, and I can tell you, I'm not supposed to be here based on my background and where I was, but that's how I know all of you. You can go against all odds and be whatever that you want to be. Now, how many of you in here know what you want to be? You do? So come on, call it out. Tell me something.
A lawyer.
Football player. Basketball player.
Baseball.
Movie writer.
Music writer.
There's some doctors. What else? Actor. What else? Lawyer. Good.
Football.
All right, now.
Movie writer.
Now let me ask you. So that's enough. That's a lot of success in the room. I'm overwhelmed. So let me ask y'all this before I go. What do you think is the biggest thing that could stop y'all from getting there?
Cool.
What's that? Never mind. Okay. Drugs. Sure. What else?
Females.
Television. Females, if you're having good. Relationships. What else?
Not going to school every day.
Not going to school? Absolutely. What else? Violence. Absolutely.
Hanging out with the wrong crowd.
Hanging out with the wrong crowd. Absolutely. What about you in the back? People not believing in you, so then you lose faith and feel like you can't do it. What about you? Doubt.
Not being smart.
Not being, well, let's say thinking you not smart. Because that's one thing I want to leave with you all. So put your hands down before I go. You all know what can stop you from succeeding. So don't let it happen. Stay away from those things that you know could take you down. And remember this, there are 7 intelligences. The school system only measures math, reading, and writing. But there's 4 more. All of you in here are intelligent. Don't let no one call you dumb. Don't let no one call you stupid. You just got to find out how your mind works and then use that mind to get the knowledge you need to get where you're trying to go. If I had more time, I would say more. But all I want to say to you all is I believe in you and you can make it. Don't give up. Whatever you do, make sure you press all the way through. Can I get a round of applause that y'all going to do that?